Today we're taking a look at the World Tournament Super Battle Nappa Masterlize Ichibansho figure. It's a long name there, World Tournament Super Battle. So this is a line of these Masterlize Ichibankuji / Ichibansho figures that came out in 2021. I think like around the fall of 2021. I'm not sure if that was the Japanese release or the American release, but yeah, basically this is an old figure. This is like, 4.5 years old, or I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. So yeah, I've been wanting to get this one for my Saiyan Saga collection. I'm not trying to build up a big collection. I just want like the main figures. And so I wanted Nappa. And, well, it's not cheap. So this guy on eBay, sorry, I know this is a big box and it's not quite fitting in the screen, but hopefully it'll be better once I get Nappa out of the box. So I'm just going to start opening up the box here. So this is brand new. Anyway, I've been wanting one of these for my Saiyan Saga display. And as I've said, I don't have a big collection. I don't intend to have a big collection. I just want some of the main characters. And, well, Nappa is certainly one of the main guys in that part of the story. So I've been wanting to get him. I do have Vegeta from that saga, but here's the thing. It's a bootleg. Because Vegeta from that collection, the first appearance Vegeta, well, he is expensive. He's, I don't know, like maybe $150 on you know, the Japanese Mercari. Maybe even a little bit more. Oh, this is weird. This is very weird. They just have the foot support and the hand. I knew, so this Ichibankuji is interesting in that it's the hand comes separately. I think that was in an for two reasons. One, there's a last one variation of this, the last one prize. That's the special, you know, last prize in the Ichibankuji set. You know, I assume you. Oh, here's the scouter and all that. Okay, and the ear. All right. Anyway, so the last one variation has a different hand pose. So yeah, they're gonna. You have to. Well. So they're gonna sell you the variation with a different hand, so they have to make it removable anyway. So I guess they just made it so that you input the hand, even though I don't know. I also assume that it's part of a space-saving effort. I'm gonna talk about the price here in just a moment, but anyway, yeah, the Vegeta. I have a bootleg of the Vegeta that I got for like, I don't know, $10 or something, off AliExpress. Yeah, it's right there. Maybe I'll show it to you in just a moment. But that one is expensive. So that one was, of course, that's an older release. Jeez. Okay, so this is a very interesting blister pack. So they have like a lid on top, and that's not normal. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna put this extra bag here off to the side. And there we go. There is Nappa. This is weird. I mean, it's an older release, so... Oh, see? This is so weird because they have a blister here at the... maybe you can't even see it that well. Yeah, because it's kind of dark in there. But anyway, they have a blister at the bottom and a blister at the top, like a bottom and lid. That's so weird. That's not how they do things now, but this is a really old one, relatively speaking, so it makes sense that it would be a little bit different. Yeah, here he is in the bag. Geez, I have a lot to say, but let's just open the bag and then I'll keep talking. Alright, so got my scissors and now we're going to open this up. That should be enough. Alright. And let's get Nappa out. So yeah, so the Vegeta that was in this set, yeah, that one's like crazy expensive. So I'm not gonna spend like $150 or $200 or more on that. So yeah, that's not happening. So I just have a bootleg of that Vegeta. I only have like 2 bootlegs in the collection. The other one is one of the Kid Boos, the really expensive one. I forgot which set he was from. So yeah, here we go. He's hefty, he's big, he's exactly what he should be. He's kind of squatting here a little bit, so actually he should be, you know, a little bit bigger if he was fully standing. Yeah, so I really like the way this one looks. I think it was done really, really well. Look at that right there. Yeah, and then you can change out his ear for the Scouter. Yeah, you know, this just looks great. And it's gonna look great over there with Raditz and Vegeta. You know, I don't particularly care that it's a bootleg. I don't normally buy bootlegs, but that one was just too expensive. And this is just for a display. I don't care about the resale value because I only spent like $10 on that Vegeta. It's not a big deal. But yeah, this one is really well done. So, okay, let's talk about the price. So I paid $106 for this off of Amazon from the official Bandai store. It just popped up a couple times. One time they were selling for like 100, like almost 20, I think. So they were listing the price for like 150, but they were giving it like a 20% discount or something like that, and so it was like $118. And it was like, I was tempted, but no, because on eBay you can get these for like not cheaper than that, like $150 or something. Like they're not cheap. And in Japan they're around, I think the cheapest I've seen them is like around $60 on Japan Mercari. But then I would have to pay import fees and all that. So it wouldn't be all that different from what I paid, $106. It would end up being very close to that price. So then it was selling for around 118. They listed it for around 118. Then it disappeared, which means I guess it sold. And then it came back again in December, sometime in December of 2025, and it was listed for 106. So I figured, whatever, I'll just get it. Originally, I think this sold for like $35 or something. So Bandai is selling their own stuff for more expensive, and I don't know where the hell, you know, what did they have like some secret stock of these that they found all of a sudden? Like, it's so weird, but whatever. You know, I got it for cheaper than I would normally in the US, and well, maybe not for what I could get it for in Japan. Anyway, let's get the hand. I haven't finished, but what do you think? Like $106 for this figure, is that too much still? Well, obviously it is too much, but it is the best deal you can get at this point in time in the US. In Japan, you can get it for less, but you would have to be in Japan to get it. So that's the tricky part. And at the moment, I'm not in Japan. Actually, I was in Japan last fall, and I saw this at a shop, and I don't remember what it. Well, I didn't even look at the price. I didn't ask, so I wasn't sure. But it probably would have been a little bit cheaper to buy it back then, or maybe, you know, buy around like $20 or something. So I should have gotten it back then, but oh well. For whatever reason, I think I was already. No, you know what? I think I was hoping that I would see it again later on, and I didn't. I ended up, you know, just going to a bunch of other stores, but I never saw the Nappa again. And so it's like, I should have gotten it that time. So oh well. Anyway, let's get that hand on there. Okay, so let's try that again. Yeah. Okay. It's in. It's good. There we go. Yeah, so this would definitely save space on the box because he gets significantly bigger here from front to back. So if they didn't make this fist removable, the box would have to be significantly bigger. And that box is not that big for, relatively speaking, for a big figure. Like some of the Broly boxes are huge, or like the Great Ape boxes, they're huge. They're so huge that like they might not even fit in a big suitcase. So yeah, there you go. That is Nappa. Let's get the foot stand thing out so we can have him standing there more securely. And aside from that, then there's the scouter. Honestly, like I don't like the scouter thing because it's so small. Like I would rather like it just come with the scouter, like the Raditz figure. The Raditz figure just comes with the scouter. It's like you don't have to worry about losing an ear or something like that. Which side is it? Is it over here? Let's see. I think it's this side. Alright, so I believe the foot support goes here on his left foot. Yeah, it works. It's more stable. I did notice though that this foot seems to be like maybe a little bit curved because it wobbles a little bit. And that might just be from the age. It's been in that box for like 4 years now, so yeah. But it is stable. It stands up without any issue. Even with some wobble, it's not going to fall down. So yeah, this is it. I guess I should get the scouter on. Let's give that a shot. So right here in this little bag we have the scouter and the ear. So you can choose which one you want to put on. It's nice, but again, I prefer to just have it be the scouter, whatever is accurate, because then you don't run the risk of losing one of these tiny pieces. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the scouter. Alright, so we've got it in the hole there, pressed it in, and should be okay. Yeah, there's his big silly ear there with the scouter on top, and I believe we're done. Yeah, there we go. And his hand just fell off. Okay, that was his foot support that fell off. I'm just gonna leave it off to the side here. The hand and the scouter are still in place, thankfully. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna just fall off unless you like smash it on the ground or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I like how this looks. It was too expensive, but it's the cheapest you can get it for in the US. I think I said that already, but yeah, brand new. The box was beat up, but still, yeah, no real complaints here. I'm glad I got it. Let me get the bootleg Vegeta. Here is the bootleg Vegeta. I can talk more about this if you guys want in a separate video. Let me know. I'll talk about why this Vegeta is so expensive and all that. But this Vegeta is slightly smaller, I'm assuming, than the real Vegeta, because this is just a flat out bootleg, so that means it's a recast. They just cast the original, which means you end up with a slightly smaller figure. But I think it works for, this Vegeta, which is smaller than the later Vegeta, and next to Nappa, I think it looks fine. And again, this is just for a display, like to look at it from a decent distance, because I have this in the background of my YouTube videos. So you can't really tell that it's a bootleg. It looks fine. Obviously, if you look up closer and you actually feel it, like, yeah. But again, I can do a video about this guy if you want. But yeah, next to this, I think it looks fine, and I'm happy with the Nappa, even though I paid too much for it. But again, it is what it is. It's an old figure. So there you go. Let me know, would you pay $106 for this Nappa? Do you think that's a good deal? Do you think no, it's not worth it, I should have just waited for a new Nappa? To be honest, I don't think we're going to be getting a new Nappa anytime soon in the Master Lies series, because it's not like Nappa is a super popular character. He doesn't get that many figures. And especially, this is a costly figure. This is a big figure. It was really well done. And yeah, like, I think this is the only Nappa. I might be wrong, but we might get like another Nappa with his like armor blown off. Hell, maybe with Chaozu on his back. That would be fun. I don't plan on getting more Nappas. Like, this is enough. This is my only Nappa I think I'll ever own, at least at this scale. It's enough for me. It's good in my display. And everything else will be like a variation of this, like, no armor, Appa, Nappa, that kind of thing. And I don't really care about it. So I'm happy with this, and I don't plan on getting more. And yeah, he's gonna go in over there or on a display, with like Raditz and Vegeta. So yeah, that's it. Again, guys, this is not my main channel at all. Like, I barely try here. I mean, I'm not. I'm legally blind, so good photography is not my strong suit. But I do videos about Dragon Ball and language and stuff. That's my main channel over there at the Anime Linguist. So if you're interested in content about Dragon Ball rather than just figures, go check that out. Link is in the description. All right. Well, if you made it this far, you're amazing. I truly appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, I guess, and keep an eye out on Amazon, because you never know when like some old figure gets relisted by the Bandai official site. Like, it's really weird, but all of a sudden this popped up. Actually, before I close out, this Piccolo Jr. Figure from the Tenkaichi Ichiban Kuji set, that one I also got for cheap because the box was beat up, and so they listed it as like open box or something like that. I forgot what it was, but it was quite a bit cheaper than the retail price. And if I remember correctly, this was also a Bandai, official website, well, not website, store sale on Amazon. So I got a really nice discount on that one. That's why I ended up getting it, because I didn't want to pay full price for it. And I'm happy with that purchase. Like, there was absolutely nothing wrong with this Piccolo. So every once in a while you do find some really good deals. Like, hopefully you can see it there, but there's a Gotenks there that I got for like $18. That one was really cheap too. So you can check on Amazon every once in a while, see what's on sale. Sometimes there's crazy sales, and sometimes there's even like this Nappa, just a figure that comes out of nowhere. It's like, wait, why is this 4 or 5 year old figure like on sale by Bandai? I guess they found like a box with a bunch of these. However, apparently they like to mark them up. So just be aware of that. Anyway, I'll be back eventually with another video. In the meantime, though, you can check out the Anime Linguist on YouTube for more content that is better than this. All right, see you next time.